Hello everybody, welcome back. We are doing the campaign control module overview for Combat 2. Video will be attached to the module so you can go through, watch this to get familiar with the module and what you can do with it. As you can see, I was up here fixing my D100 a little bit. When you open up, you come to the campaign calendar. You got some options in here. You got the ability to clear out each area. You got your daily status, whether it be a no event or an event or a patrol or a mission. All those will show up during your campaign. You also have notes, so I usually put like what the event is, or very brief synopsis of it. You don't have much room to write with, but it's there. Um, Say we got maybe foxhole buddies or something there. We go ahead, just put that there. And we have an idea, and it doesn't matter if it overruns because with your days and everything, you'll have a little bit of time, a little bit of overrun on each side. The other thing you got is your frontline status. So training, you'll leave blank. Reserve, we'll put a green strip at the bottom, and front will be yellow, and the front intents will be red. And I'll show you I'll load my active campaign up so you can get an idea of what this calendar looks like in action. And if you want to just clear it all out, you can clear the whole thing out if you're restarting the campaign and don't wish to just load a whole new game in. You say you want to run your same squad. D100, D10, D6. The pieces, there are no counters. I'll probably remove that, but I've left that open in case I find something else I want to add. We have the printed character display. Speaks for itself. I'll go over that more in detail. Your patrol, where you can send your objective to a location, advance your patrol along, and once you're ready to return to base, hit that. You can also reset the whole patrol log by just hitting this button up here. Time, same thing. You advance it 30 seconds. You just move the piece and then flip it back over. There's not much else I could do with that. Um, Maybe as time goes along, I can do that. I might be able to put some kind of a trigger in there to do both things. Um, but my emphasis is on getting this ready and tested, getting all there's a huge amount of stuff to put in the Combat 2 module and this. So I just decided VP, same thing. You can move those manually and then just reset when you're done. Completely lost, you'll move your soldiers down into here. Your weather conditions and ground conditions there. Over on the right, you have a patrol area to put your soldiers that you assign on the missions. We'll go into that more in detail. And we also have the squad display right here. I added go over that in more detail also. You have the roster sheet A and B. All of that is uh, fillable. Um, I have place for 2 antagonists or 2 foxhole buddies, 3 weapons. I think I've got room for like 12 skills. I don't think you'll ever get that many. Um, your squad morale will go down here. Your merit points, your re-rolls, your demerit points, and your must re-rolls will be kept track of right down here on the bottom. Your squad members. I would suggest putting the letter in here once you name them so you don't forget which one it is in case you want to use the generic campaign guys in the beginning. I mean, when you go to the main game. Also have roster sheet 2, same thing. Everything here is fillable, and I have a space for a lot of notes. Keep track of just about everything in here. So that's all ready to go. And I got the setup. I did add the setup charts in here just to make sure that we didn't have a hard time putting things together. Which brings me to the Squatties, which is basically the root of the whole thing, and the campaign map. But these guys are important. I made these guys more like the dress-up dolls you see with some of Gregory Smith's games and things like that, so that you don't have to try to keep track of looking at the paper all the time. And I added these into the main game module also, so that you can go ahead and fill these out in the main game if you desire. So when you go in, you see the squad rosters right up here um, at the top. You can add in whatever squad member location you want. He's a squad leader, he'll go there. The other thing about this, your medics can be anybody. I have that medic in the skills. So any one of these guys can have a medic skill. They all have a leadership capability because you can get the leadership skill even though you're not a leader to be promoted later. The only one I have set up for sniper is Z, and because they're very difficult to come across. But if you do set one up, Z will have to be the guy assigned. Um, so anyway, we're going to set up. We'll set up. Let's say we're going to call him Sergeant Taylor, so I don't have to roll. But if you were going to roll, you know what? Let's just roll. Screw it. Um, 41 first name would be Brian. 75 second name would be Price, so that would be Brian Price. And we also need to find out his rank. We roll a d6, 4, so that's going to be a Staff Sergeant Brian Price. Go ahead and put his name and rank. Screw it, he's got a short name, I'll put it all the way. And then we're going to roll down here on 48B for his TQ. We roll a 7 for that. And his TQ will be low, 3, which is the lowest. And we're going to go through and we're going to roll 2 skills for him on the skills table. So I just go and roll the top one first, which is a 7 and a 7. Damn, 7s are 1 today. Which will make him, he can go ahead and change a couple of these if he desires. So he's got Fieldcraft, and I would be putting all this information over here, and I probably ought to do that for on instructional purposes. A goes in there. Their sergeant, what did I say his name was? Brian Price, I think it was. And I did forget I did forget to get his. Oh, actually, we don't need that on there. Forgot there's a slot for rank down here, so you don't need to put that in the name. And it might help to capitalize, do everything right. Okay, Staff Sergeant, step by step. TQ we've ascertained is 3. Again, these things are also, I have those add, just, you don't have to type it in, you can add it. I have this all clearable. I'm not going to clear it till the end. So it'll clear the whole sheet for you if you want to start a campaign again without saving. Or you can clear each individual one just by hitting replace. XP none. Your origin will roll 1d100 on the origin chart. 51 will bring him in from Grand Rapids, Michigan. I think this is a nice little touch. It's definitely nothing to do with the campaign, but it's a nice touch. I tried to give a little kind of a handwriting font to it. We don't have a whole lot of choices in the text boxes, so we're kind of screwed with what we get there. Back to the setup. Um, his skills, Fieldcraft, he gets 2 of them. I'd like to try to, we'll see what the other one is first. We get a 4 and a 5. Let's see what the other one is before we give up on them. 4 and a 5 is light anti-tank expert. That'll we keep. And I'd like to try and get him a real skill. I'll roll 1 more. 4 and a 7. Fieldcraft again, so it looks like Fieldcraft is what it's going to be. Stupid spam calls every morning at around 8:30, 9 o'clock. Spam. I just flicked that right off. Expected doctor's calls, work calls, levels, everything, and I get them. All right, so we've got our skills, neither of which shows up down here on the skills. These are the skills that show up normally on the counters. So if you had deadly, which goes to snipers, I guess it can go to anybody. Dodge, 1, 2, 3, eagle eye, knife, medic, it would go down here, which is placed just there. And if you have two of them, it'll overwrite some in Baker and Charlie, but you got to have the ability to um, have the skills. So you'd have your tough. That even overwrites him a little bit, but I think that's a compromise we'd all be willing to take. So you have everything right there. So he doesn't have them. We'll go ahead to clear that out. Um, no skills. No skills gets rid of them. Thought I made a clear button, but I didn't make a clear button. All right, continuing on. You go down, weapon skill, roll for the SMG and pistol. The SMG and pistol we roll on the 48A. And first we're going to get see what we get. He's going to have an M3A1. Put that over here, M3A1. Enter the weapons. And actually drop down list. I forgot about that. Keep thinking I put everything in the lazy way. And you can also enter your skill level here. And the skill level we're going to get through rolling on 48A. So we roll a D10 on the weapon skill. Get a 9. That's another poor one. He's starting out like my other guy did. He'll have a 3. And these you do got to enter in. Grenade will be next. Not grenade. Yeah, it is. Grenade's next. And we roll again. On this one, there's a special chart for the squad leader. The only one that gets this chart, and that's this. And he can go as low as 1. I don't know why your squad leader would be hard. Maybe he's been doing admin too long or something. 3 will give us a 3 grenade skill. But he doesn't roll on the weapon skill chart like everybody else does. So I have that reflected in his ability to have a 1 there. Pistol, we will again roll another, that'll be a 0. I'll do that on the weapon skill. That'll give us a 5 pistol skill. So he's good with the pistol skill. Believe it or not, I've used him a few times when these guys run out of the ammo with the submachine guns. They tend to do a lot for me. All right, so we got the grenade is 3. And the pistol, I'll put the skill in first, it doesn't matter. And the weapon is the pistol. 1911, I just have it down as pistol. And the last step on his setup is the leadership. And we get a 7 on that, so he'll have a 2 leadership, which is not bad. Squad leader in my campaign I rolled is a 1. And that's a final setup on that. As you see, all your information's right there. You don't have to keep going back to this. And his leadership, put that in here, leadership too. And that's how you fill out the sheet. That's how you fill out the pieces. As I said, the sheet is completely wipeable if you so desire. You can do that, wipes it all out. If not, you can reset each slot. Now, once you got your squad created, you're going to go out on patrols and things. Um, Patrol at the patrols display again. You want to assign him to the patrol. You just hit assign a patrol, and it'll put them in as you go down. You don't have to worry about putting them in a specific slot. I do have it set up so you don't have to worry about that. Just hit, say you'd have, I'm not going to make him out, but say he was going to also go to the patrol. We'd assign him. He'd automatically go there. Another guy would go there. I think I have it set up to they keep coming over, they will stack into the second line up there. So that's how you assign them patrols. If they get lost, I don't have anything to send them straight down to here. You just pull them over here on your own. And go ahead and clear this out. And that sends everybody back to your squad roster where they belong. Well, didn't send them where they belong because I didn't take them over. You do have to assign them directly off of there. Anyway, so if you get wounded during your campaign, you would hit the wounded button, which is going to send you down here to the wounds. This I don't have set up because of the fact that guys are going to be getting wounded, guys are going to be coming back to the squad. It's going to be too hard to keep track of where you're at in this, and I just was not able to do that. So that's something. It'll send it down here. You're just going to have to remember to take it over and put it into an open slot. The wound. I have these buttons made up so you can bring them down to your campaign map and put them wherever they're expected to come back so you don't forget how long they're out for and you don't have to have notes all over the place. And when you're done with that, just get rid of it. And that's basically the overview of the campaign calendar, campaign manager. I will load my campaign up and show you what it looks like in action. We know we don't need to save that. We don't need a new log file. You see, I went through training, um, and two squad members got 3 XP each, so I put a note there. In England, we moved to England there, and during the England training, we got +1 morale. Our first event, when we got out, well, we went straight to the front. We got the event Heats Up, which took 3 days and took us straight to the front line of tents. First event there was bad weather. Second event there, bad weather again. Morale went down -2, so we were down at a -1 morale level. And your morale level is available in here also in right here. You just kind of choose your morale on that one also. Right now we'd be at low at the -2. Um, and when our morale level went down, we got hot grub, gave our morale back. That took 1 day, so that we didn't have a second one. So that took us back up to okay. 2 guys became foxhole buddies, and in this campaign, that was Reed and um, yeah, Reed and Brooks. And then the next mission I rolled was 86 Defend, which is where I'm at in my campaign game, playing that one online. So that's what it looks like in action. Um, Kind of gives you an idea where you're at all times, marks off the calendar for you, keeps track of things. I thought it was pretty cool, turned out very well. Squad, as you see, I have various guys in here, and my squad itself is right here. Didn't roll a bad squad. I got my 2 medics. Um, got one, two, three rifle grenadiers. My assistant squad leader is actually better than my squad leader. And we'll work on all these guys as they got. Did roll for really good comparatively to the ones we play with in the regular game, medical guys. So they're actually able to be good medics and good riflemen. That's an overview of the campaign control module, so you have an idea how to use it, and you don't have to stumble around too much trying to figure out what to do with it. And I will put that in here and make a note that it is in the help file. So thanks for joining me. This is Combat 2. This is the campaign control module for the soon to be released. I guess it would be July where we can release that Combat 2 module. Thanks for joining me. We will see you next time.